So here we go, Cransoon with the Dark Link sprite and just getting some rupees to start off with.
And yeah, we're off. Both runners are definitely moving.
So we see Cransoon using kind of the standard routing at this point in time, checking Uncle, getting a kill in so we can do the tree pull, and it is, 20 rupee pull.
Well, that's definitely nice. They shouldn't have to be really farming too far for rupees now, knowing the tree tug is that. Yes, there is no timer on zer0rush's side, so let's just forget about the timer on that side.
It's all right. Meanwhile, Uncle leaving you his life insurance, 300 rupees. Definitely not worried about rupees now.
Yeah, they're getting closer and closer to that point of, oh, we're almost have enough money to do Zora and Bottle Vendor and such.
Nice to see it that early, not having to worry about rupees really from this point forward, but we could see a drought. I don't think so, but it's possible.
At this point, both runners looks like they're doing similar routing here. Lumberjack check, maybe Hoarder check with the crab, see what other items they can get.
I'm always interested to see what is on the Hoarder crab, just because if you end up getting the bombs in some capacity, then it just makes it so much easier to get through Kakariko. You don't have to spend time buying bombs.
Ooh, Cransoon gets the lucky bomb from a prize pack there. And wow, Hoarder Crab giving bombs is really great.
That's absolutely amazing. I love seeing that. And
Cransoon killed him!
Oh, poor Cransoon. That stinks.
Well, he's still lucky. If he goes the way to Lost Woods, there's another crab there. He can just grab some bombs from it. Yes, I was well aware of the other race of the other glitches from the Runner Gerdo. I'm aware of the fake flipper he did there with the fairy death.
Yeah, that was one of the most amazing things I've seen. I've never seen that before, so you'll forgive my over-exuberance for that if it's a common thing that I just don't know about.
Not often very seen, but I hope maybe that doesn't come to play in the scene.
Yeah, I really hope so as well. The fact that, that much time was made up by it, and Cransoon's still pulling roops.
Yeah, I think Cransoon made some smart plays doing that. This way, he doesn't have to worry about his money situation going forward at all. Like, literally, there's absolutely nothing he has to worry about at this moment. And they are definitely in sync here. I think they're going to give each other a high five at some point.
They're just kind of holding each other's hands right at the moment.
It's okay, guys. zer0rush is well aware that he didn't start his time. It's okay. We are all based on SRL time anyways, yeah.
That's a thing with zer0rush, isn't it? He just, every now and then, forgets to start his timer. But that's okay.
I don't blame him. He has zer0rush. That's
why
he has a namesake.
The pun. So we see the standard routing going through Kakariko here.
No advantages right now. Both runners have access to bombs. And more bombs.
I mean, it was nice to get bombs there for a while, but it's not really making any difference at this point in time.
Yeah. And more bombs.
And more bombs. Oh my.
Well, we have a trend. Bombs, bombs, and more bombs.
Would you like some more bombs? There could be more bombs.
Possibly. Oh, yeah, it was. It was a
back
plus
of-
5 bomb upgrade.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You could
boy.
say this has been an explosive seed so far.
See someone saying that already.
Of course they are. Bomb, 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 bomb. Hyrule. Bomb, 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 bomb. Hyrule. Bomb, bomb. Okay, I'm done.
Alright, we're getting a library check here. Might see if something is boots required. Oh, no. Unless you wanted that fancy bloomerang.
You know, I don't know, it's tempting.
Bluetooth
10
was
bombs.
right. Yeah, of course we're gonna see more bombs.
Oh, B-Torp is telling me not to sing. Sir, I have a special song just for you if things come up.
That 10 bomb upgrade. Debatable if worthy of getting, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty happy with the bomb situation they're in right now.
You know what? I think so. I don't think they need any more.
Right, different routing choice here. Cransoon opts to pull and open the dam here. And then zer0rush going back to do that. So they're going to get a high five real quick. Boom.
That's how it's done. More bombs. We won't have to worry about finding bombs anywhere else.
I mean, they're finding all the bombs really early, so now it's probably going to be something valuable versus, oh yes, look, Cransoon is saying, okay, I want these bombs.
Well, they're getting ready to have to do this mini Moldorm cave without much of a weapon, so yeah. I mean, at this point, you're going to need some bombs here.
Yep, this is definitely a good pick for him. Getting those bombs, he ensures himself even more chances of accomplishing this task here. Oh, wow, nice bomb drop.
Both of these runners having to do bombs and making relatively quick work. Nicely done by both of them. More bombs and more bombs and more bombs.
Oh my god, these bombs are just appearing everywhere. We did find something out of the bomb, though. We found the banana hat mail. And we get a first crystal check. It looks like Tower Hair is a pendant, but the other two are crystals. Not 5 and 6, though, so.
Nope. Both of these runners, I mean, they have a plethora of bombs at this point in time, so might as well check Ice Rod Cave while you're over here.
Yeah, this is interesting to check. I mean, they don't have anything but bombs yet and a blue mail.
See, little do these runners know, we switched all the items in with a Bomberman seed, so we're just going to get nothing but bomb upgrades.
Oh, but they finally found something better. The ultimate bomb. The Moon Pearl bomb.
Hey, I'll take that, Jawbreaker. Interesting that the Moon Pearl was over in this location. Usually this is secluded, but they both ended up going over here just because there was nothing else that they could do.
Oh, Cransoon didn't grab the chest at Link's house. I was so shocked by that. Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh, I was like, wait, what was that?
Oh, he accidentally started the second C, one of the other.
I was so surprised by how is that possible.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Okay, he chose the wrong file. I was like, wait, how did that happen?
Yeah, Zero doing the fake flippers here. It's interesting because Zero actually is a little bit short of Zora money right now, so he will be able to fake flipper over to Zora, but unless he finds rupees somewhere, he's not going to be able to buy get the Zora item.
Ah, very wise to notice that, and I think that plays well into Cransoon's hand here for grabbing more rupees from the tree tugs.
A little bit, yeah. Cransoon, meanwhile, checking Eastern, and he gets the power glove. It's so bad.
Therefore, Or sequence break to check Zora now, at least. But the waterfall wishing is definitely still a sequence break.
Absolutely. Cransoon also going over. It looks like he's going to go ahead and do Eastern without a weapon.
Without a weapon, but there are pots around in Eastern Palace, so that may help him a little bit.
Yep. Looking forward, we'll see what ends up happening first. I kind of hope, and this is a strategy I don't see too terribly frequently, is if we get a bee in a bottle before we get our first weapon.
Oh. Hey, zer0rush lucked out. He just got a 20 rupee from the waterfall wishing, and he just has enough money to check Zora.
Oh, that's incredibly lucky there for zer0rush. Here's our bottle.
Right, let's see if this is a life lesson today, or he's gonna get something fancy here.
Yep, we know it's not a sequence break, although he doesn't know that quite yet.
Yeah, he's unaware of it just yet, but got a lot of love there.
Yeah, that's one of the instances where this was actually might have been worth it. Yeah, it could have been more bombs. I don't know. Is anyone keeping track? How many bombs, 3 bombs, are there actually in the game? Because we might be running out.
There's a lot of them. In the vanilla game, the Paradox Cave has tons of bombs in there, so they're picking up quite a few things. And Mini Moldorm Cave has a lot of things, too.
This is true. Zero getting ready to pick up his Power Glove, while Cransoon is making his way through Eastern, and gonna save and quit.
Wow. Basically.
He knows, yeah, he knows he can't, anything else is a sequence break because he doesn't have the lamp.
He has the gloves now, so he can go to the back half of escape. So that's definitely an option. See, VTorp knows exactly how many there are.
I figured VTorp would.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you program the game logic,
I'm not surprised.
oh, there's the mirror.
Super valuable. Yeah.
That's worth it.
Now that will make things a lot easier to traverse from dungeons if you want to piece out and other things. So, mirror gives you access to a sequence broken Death Mountain, but it doesn't really help when you don't have anything else to do anything, though.
No, at this point we have the first part of Escape and Agina running out of locations, though, without some sort of item.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder what's going on here.
So we're at 13 minutes in and no weapon at this point in time.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there's something here to get them up Death Mountain, like a lamp or flute now. Because it's starting to point that direction at the moment.
Well, it could point into a number of directions. You know, we don't have a sword yet, so we can't quite, you know, we're missing either 2 sword upgrades or a sword and cape to do an Agard required seat at this point in time. We are missing a lamp or a flute, at least to start the Death Mountain Travail and getting up there to Tower of Hera. We're also, it's entirely possible for us to get the other glove upgrade, and that would give us access to Dark World still without a sword, which would be horrible.
Technically, you can also do the front half of Escape. They could do that whole section without a weapon. They can use it with bombs.
Oh, that's just mean.
It could possibly be a situation that they might have to at this moment if they don't find anything.
You know, I did, because I'm an evil person, I did write a song for those instances where we do not have a sword. Not quite ready to break it out.
I don't know if Zero might go for this play, though. I mean, let's take a look at what he decides to do here. Gonna check this. He's gonna get the mirror. Of course, we know the map, so he knows there's definitely something in that half escape. I wonder if he's gonna think about going through without anything.
No, this would be a play, and I think he's making it.
Yeah, start from Link's house. It's gonna go north. Oh.
Yeah, he's doing escape swordless with bombs.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, he does have access to that one chest when he goes in. Maybe that will give him something.
And maybe, it'll be tough to see. I hope they studied their Gazelle Shaft because she is absolutely the master of bombs. As anyone I've seen go through this knows absolutely every key bomb strat. Shout out to Gazelle. But Zero is certainly definitely competent as well. So we'll see what he tries.
Right, bomb strats, here we go. Yeah, that was really a good move right there. Just stood there. I think Cransoon's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, bombs.
Well, it's nice they at least have the blue mail. It does about half a heart now with the bomb, so that is comes in handy.
A little bit easier, yeah.
Ooh, fairy drop. You see, he was thinking about it, but he's like,
wait a minute.
I like that fairy, but now he's just gonna walk around here. Nice toss of the bomb. Perfect execute there.
Just hearts. Oh, we got Zelda's chest, and that's it. And if Zelda chest.
This is crazy. I don't know where they're gonna go without sequence breaking soon. Agenus Cave, right?
Yeah, Agata is about all that's left. So if nothing is in Zelda's chest, then we know Agata's Cave is the play.
Alright, here we go. This is gonna have to have something, or it's Agenus Cave.
Drum roll. 50 roots.
Oh, it's Agenus Cave.
So this is... I'm going to go ahead and do it because there's no better time, I don't think, to do it. This is an ode to Vitorp and his bees in a bottle strats when you don't have a sword. Bear with me here. When I find myself without a weapon, but a bottle comes to me, killing many Moldorms, let it be. Thank you. That's all I got. Let it be. See, be. Okay.
I can't respond to that. Just kidding.
I know. The second verse I have going, and though it may be harder, there is not a chance.
There's sequence break. Unfix all the sequence breaks for the Dark Nav stuff. There's the lamp.
Lamp. Okay, there it is.
Now it seems like they can. Well, they can't technically complete Hera yet, but they can dip it for sure without the sword or hammer.
Isn't that just horrible that that's what you feel like you have to do is go up to Hera to get and hope there's a weapon of some sort?
Yeah, it's an interesting seed. They might find something to get them to the east side of Death Mountain or some kind of upgrade to get them to Dark World. That's what I'm thinking right now. There's got to be progression.
Yeah, there absolutely has to be a progression of some sort.
Because we can't do Dark World yet. But we're going to have to find something here that lets us go forward.
Yeah, wouldn't it be interesting if it was Mitts, so you had to go into Dark World still without a sword?
Crazy. Let's see what Old Man gives. We know it's not going to be Vanilla Mirror. We got that already, so let's see what we get.
Just groups.
Old Man Love with the Roots.
Thanks for walking me home, kid.
2 more items here. What do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be like a hook shot, a mitts?
You know, I'm going to say it's going to be just a small sequence. It's going to be the bow, which forces us to go back to Eastern.
All right. Call it the bow. But we still got Hera, too.
We do still have Hera.
Oh, it's Hera! Something's in Hera.
Well, there might be an item in Hera, so oh my gosh. This is just I feel bad. This is one of those seeds that no one ever wants to get stuck with, being 21 minutes in and still no real viable weapon, no real way to maneuver around any place.
And don't forget, we got the lamp, so we got one more part of escape they can do too.
This is true.
All right, big key right here is nice. Oh, this is so bad. Look at how they have to do the switches here right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they gave you all these bombs, guys. Clearly, you just didn't have the capacity.
They gotta bomb everything here. Oh my god, are they gonna run out of bombs?
They might. I know I saw Cransoon ordering it. There's the cape.
Oh my god. Oh my, how are they gonna move past this part right here with only 2 bombs? Oh, and pots.
Oh man. Okay, pots. And another bomb. Whew.
Well, no, how is it? He has to figure out a way to push this guy over. Oh, he can't. Of course,
then we get our Dark World check. I saw 5 on Pod.
6 was Swamp, and green pendant was a Mire, blue pendant was Thieves Town.
Amazing. Well done.
Oh, zer0rush somehow maneuvered that.
I don't know how. Oh, man. Okay, so we got one of the 2 items that are here in Tower of Hera.
See what this is. Oh! Well, this is gonna be pretty frustrating because they might have to come back here because they can't kill Moldorm with no sword or hammer here, but this is the last thing they can do.
Well, and the bright side is if they end up getting both items here, then they don't necessarily have to come back.
That's true. They did find the key to go to the basement, though.
It looks like zer0rush is doing it. He's dropping down.
That's not something you see every day, though.
No, not at all. I'm going to voluntarily choose to go down into the basement because I don't have any other weapon. Oh, man. What is the seed?
I think Cransoon's going to still discover that very soon, too. Oh, he's trying to do the iframe thing. Oh, no!
And he didn't!
Oh, no!
And the death. So he's got to do it. Does he have enough bombs to be able to get back over? Oh, no, he doesn't have the bombs.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't think he has enough bombs. No, you can't do it right now.
Don't. Oh, my God, Zero.
He's going to grab 1 bomb here. Oh, there's 1 bomb upstairs in the pot, so, okay. There you go. Get that other bomb. Yes. Let's go back. Go back.
Oh, my God. Cransoon had to stop for a second when he got that. It's like, oh, my God, really? A key. And he's in the same spot. He doesn't have the bomb necessary to do it.
This is... Okay. They gotta make very good use of this bomb here. I think he's just gonna dodge the tiles and then bomb the switch or pop the switch. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is... if you have not practiced your keyless strats, it might be worth doing so.
Oh, they're in the same room! High-fiving each other.
Gambit Dan asks, how do keys work in Randomizer? Well, in this version of Randomizer, keys that are underneath pots or skulls are still in those same locations, absolutely. However, there's logic to make sure that you try to not be key locked out of any situation, and then there's also, but if there are a certain number of doors, there has to be a certain number of keys in the dungeon, absolutely.
Oh man, Cransoon. Oh, now they both don't have bombs. It's half magic. Oh my god.
Where are we going?
the part of escape.
Oh, that one part of escape. Oh my god, seriously.
They're gonna have to do it now. That one part of escape.
What? My god. And Cransoon's going to approach it from a different direction than Zero.
Yeah, Zero. Oh wait, look what Zero's doing now. He's going from the front too now. Okay. Oh, he tried to go for 50% bomb drop right there.
Okay.
Wow, this speed is interesting.
All right, so chat, get your bets in real quick. We know this has to be something. It absolutely has to be. Whether it's
a sword,
a sword, a mitt upgrade, flippers, hookshot, something to unlock something else in the world. Get it in. Get your bets in. I mean, there's no reward for this, but
yeah. Zero had to go straight because of he had no weapons to kill that rat. So
right.
Yeah. Oh, there it is! We got the D!
The bow. So we're heading over to East Palace, EP. And it's really about the only place they can go. So we still got something that we've got to find there.
It's the only way they can go.
You know what? I don't know how I necessarily feel about these sorts of linear seeds. But hey, we'll go with it because Cransoon's getting bombs.
Yeah, I think that was a smart play because you definitely want to have those bombs when you head into Dark World once you get the access.
Yeah, zer0rush not having any bombs. Cransoon falling a little bit behind in this neck-and-neck race. They both check pretty well everywhere they can.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be progression of some kind in Eastern Palace.
Oh, and without weapons, Cransoon sitting at 2.5 hearts, Zero with 3. They have blue mail, but hard to fight back when you don't have a weapon.
Yeah. You're going to find a lot of arrows, though, so this is a good part of having the bow, at least. Oh, they're pretty much in sync now.
Holding hands. This is amazing. I love this.
Cransoon already realizing, oh yeah, I already did that. Turn around.
I was like, oops, I don't need to go here again. Did they check the Hoshila's garage sale? Yes, they did. So they're both neck and neck.
And they did the same exact things when they got into Eastern Palace. They pretty much just gypped out once they got here to this big chest section.
Yep, because they realized the only other... they were just kind of out of places. They didn't want a sequence break at this point in time, which is interesting. Picking up some extra arrows. They're both at 20... Look at this. They're both even at 24 arrows.
Yeah, they pretty much are even here with the weaponry. Right.
Cransoon taking a little bit more time picking up some extra pots to get some health. So he's in a better position to be able to take the hits and then hit the switch over here than zer0rush is. Zero's got to be a little bit careful. Even with blue mail, you're only sitting at 3.5 hearts.
Right. This is going to be a big key, obviously, and the big chest could be something, or Armos would be something.
We already see the people in chat asking for more troll. Really? Chat, are you guys not insatiable? Have you not seen enough troll in this scene so far?
Yeah, they didn't really get much until 25 minutes later. Oh!
Our first weapon.
Yes.
You know what that means? That means we could be looking at Aghanim.
This might be their Dark World access. Oh my lord.
Man. Oh, they could go back up and kill Moldorm now.
Well, we know it's not going to be an item because we bought both items. We got the cape and half magic out of it.
This is true. Okay. That's absolutely right. Thank you for correcting me. Cransoon missing the second one. That's gotta hurt.
I'm thinking he's starting to worry a bit here now. It's like, Aga.
Oh no!
He got saved! The hookshot bails him out. They don't have to do Aga yet.
Oh my! That's wow. I mean, of all the things to get to unlock, that's a nice one.
That's definitely something where they were like, whew, I got more place to check. Forget you, Aga.
At the same time, wait, where's Cransoon's making a gamble here.
He's going to Aga, though. Wow. He does have hookshot. He could do a lot of things.
I mean, by a lot of things, I think East Death Mountain, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
that's...
It's a 50-50 here, in some sense, where he thinks if it's required or not.
I mean, it's a situation where the number of locations that zer0rush can check certainly favors him.
Yep.
But if Cransoon doesn't think so, I mean, this also has access to the dark side of to like Village of Outcasts and such. So, ooh, I mean,
it's a strong play. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Both their plays, but let's see. So far, we don't have a way to Dark World.
Still nothing. We'll see if this... Okay, so 5 treasure chests for 0 here.
Yeah. He still also has, of course, Spiral Cave, too. Oh, Master Sword.
Master Sword, uh-oh.
Oh, Bugnet.
And oh, he's got a new Aga!
Spiral Cave. Hold on.
Okay,
Spiral Cave.
Okay.
One last shot.
Gotta calm myself down here.
But I would still feel taking that step would have been really nice to have. Having those sword upgrades while you head into Dark World and doing that with Aga on the way, it's really nice to have Tempered Sword of all things.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I don't think anyone is comfortable in Dark World or even climbing Aga's tower with just Fighter Sword, just because of how many things can possibly kill you.
Yeah, I think it was good for Cransoon, though, is the fact that he has the bow. It helps him a little bit when he got up here.
Yep, and he's putting the bow to work.
And there's some arrow pot here. Didn't grab it. Okay.
He's got 8 arrows, but he don't think he needs any more at this point. Clutch Fairy also there for Cransoon.
Yeah, this is looking good for Cransoon. It's just one item chest here. If it gives him Dark World access, okay, Cransoon definitely made the right play of going to Agate.
I mean, I I think zer0rush made the logical play for that any one of us would have absolutely made because of the number of items that were up there. But Cransoon followed the logic, had a gut feeling that says, nope, that hook shot is a red herring.
We'll see what happens here.
So now we're in kind of an interesting fight. How many blue balls is Aga going to give us today, guys?
Question. I'm saying 2. Oh, we got 1 already, so.
Here's an early one. I guessed 4 earlier and got burned, so I'm gonna go with I'll go with 5 this time.
5. I like 3.
He's not doing a ton of them, man. Aga, you're disappointing me.
Wow. I think was that 1?
That was 1. That was a quick one for Cransoon, and zer0rush is going to be happy with that as well.
Let's see what we get on the pyramid. Alright, we got a bunch of things they can do now. Of course, Village of Outcast, Catfish visit.
I mean, even with the bow, pod is, you have some extra chest and pod to do, so this is, I like the play, all things considered, because it opens up quite a bit here for Cransoon.
Technically, they could search all the pod if they wanted to. It's just that one hammer section, they can't beat it. But with the bow, they can pretty much full search it. He's denying the catfish the honor.
Cransoon taking the long way around to Graveyard Ledge. Now, this location has trolled a lot of people, so it's interesting that he's making this a priority.
Oh, it is in the way, so he's gonna do it. He's probably gonna do a bumper check too. He has the cape.
Just a big 20.
Oh man, that 20. But yeah, all the sword upgrades seem to be up the mountain over there. Like the strong ones. Now there's just only 1 left in the game.
Yep, and chat's worth pointing out, zer0rush had a much easier time climbing Aga's Tower with those sword upgrades. And the longer it takes Cransoon to climb that, climb up to Death Mountain and get those swords, the more time zer0rush is going to have to get advantage there.
Having the sword upgrades is going to help him go through the boss battles as well.
Absolutely.
zer0rush is going to find out that this is going to be a really nice Aga fight with only 1 blue ball.
He's going to be happy about that, I think. If you're in these runners' positions, Hiei, how do you feel about this? Do you feel like you're ahead, behind? What's your feeling on the scene so far?
Well, I know my opponent probably going to have a really hard time. Because going into the that room without a sword really puts you in a spot. I'm thinking they might be in the same scenario. Unless you're really good at sequence breaking.
War bombs!
Of course. Because I think both runners at this point are probably going to figure out that this is the only way to get to the Dark World, so I don't think that's going to be something they're going to feel too bad about.
No, absolutely not. I think they both realize and understand that that's just kind of where you're at right now.
Well, I mean for at least zer0rush, because we know that Cransoon skipped the Death Mountain East side, so he doesn't have that intel. But zer0rush absolutely does. Yeah, Zero might feel that way. But, oh, here's another big play. One's doing like you were saying, searching pod with the bow.
I mean, there's 5 items that are in pod. It feels like it's got to be a solid play at this point in time.
I would agree with you on that at this point because you could pretty much, like I said, search everything. Oh, there's a sword upgrade. We found the last one.
Got the last sword. So I just want to double check because I always like at this, right around the 40-minute mark is a good time to start seeing, what could possibly maybe be on the pedestal. So of the items we absolutely do not have right now, Misery Mire is the one that locks out the most because we need the Canis Amoria, we need the Flute, and we also need Titansmith. But Thieves Town and Tower of Hera we can clear out right now with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So at this
Fire
point,
Rod could be on there.
Fire Rod, Ice Rod, whatever medallion is required for Turtle Rock, the ever elusive, and I would love to see this, hammer on the pedestal.
A hammer would be an interesting one, most definitely.
Flippers, boots, if those end up being required as well. I mean, this is some significant pedestal hype, I think, for this point in the game. Other than Meyer, everything's open to him at this point.
That's absolutely correct. What these runners get here? You find anything useful? Looks like we haven't found any progression items, though, in Village of Outcast or Pod just yet.
Not yet. Gambit Dan does ask an interesting question that I did not explain properly, so allow me. He said, why is hammer on pedestal such a rare thing? Primarily is because hammer is one of the key things needed really to get into the Dark World and how most people get Dark World access. But there's a number of dungeons that also require the hammer to get through. In fact, the hammer is the one item that unlocks the most locations in the game. So having the hammer on the pedestal is kind of like a unicorn. It's one of those things that just doesn't happen because of how many options that it unlocks, and it's usually locked behind one of the pendants. So if it ends up being on there, I mean, this could be the trolliest of all troll seeds that has ever trolled to troll.
Well, so far we have not found much other than hearts in Thieves Town, it looks like, and much about the same thing for zer0rush in Pod. Oh, of course, more bombs.
Because why not? Why not more bombs? Why not?
Well, the seed kind of told them they needed to have a bunch of bombs today. When they went up Hera, they sure used a lot of them.
I mean, they really don't need a ton of them at this point in time, just a few more, but yeah, we warned you.
Alright. Oh, Fisher Price Shield. And a heart. Okay, see? Like, the dungeons are not giving him anything.
Absolutely nothing. This might be a situation, and I think we're going to see Cransoon heading that way directly. Oh, red meringue.
Right, so we found both boomerangs. We do know the location of the other one was in the library.
Yep, so they're pretty close to one another. It'll be interesting because this might be a situation where this is Hype Cave 2, the return of Hype Cave.
I'm starting to think, like, yeah, it's gotta be something.
I mean, we're just running out of locations at this point.
Yeah, like one red root.
Now think about the routing that these guys would have to take in order to get the next progression item, the logic that the seed would require that says, hey, guys, by the way, in addition to beating Armos Knights to get the hook shot, I want you to go and defeat Aghanim. Go ahead and do the Dark World. Hook shot across the river.
We just found a really awesome progression item. For some sense. Das Boots. What are those?
Das Boots. I'm fine with that.
We had Ether Medallion found at the old Stumpy there.
Yep. That might be required. It could be interesting. It is for rooms that have a lot of enemies that you have to clear out. I've seen some people use the Ether Medallion simply because it's the most... If you use it, it's pretty quick.
Alright, we have Hype Cave. Oh!
Fetch quest number 1. Fire Rod! Book!
Bottle!
Bottle!
Bottle
upgrade. Okay, that is 10 out of 10 Hype Cave right there.
Hype Cave definitely came up with the hype. We got our fetch quest stuff.
Yeah, that was the Cave of Fetch quests. It was Bottle, which we hadn't had yet, so we can get Sick Kid. It was Book, which is all the fetch quests. And it was Fire Rod on top of it, and the powder. My god.
That worked conveniently to zer0rush's routing here, because he can check these places here, and the Bonk Rocks before he heads off to Village of Outcasts. Ooh, but now that we have the book, it makes it really easy to check things like this.
Yep, and he might even opt to go ahead and dive into thieves. And
oh, there it is! The value!
Oh, that's big. That is massive for Cransoon. Now, since it's in the area, Zero could very well check it, so it may not be as big of a check as we are making it out to be, but that's an unusual location that a lot of people skip or save for later.
Now, the thing of it is this Desert Palace boots lock? That will be interesting to see.
That could play into zer0rush, because right now Cransoon's making all the right plays, but it could play into zer0rush if it is boots locked.
I can figure it out sometimes based on these chests here. This one usually tells you. Okay, you can move on. Alright.
Yep, that's real solid there.
Now the only thing is if the big key is not in here, then he knows it's boots locked.
Yep, and he'll be able to nope out, and really the only place he has yet to go, and another fetch quest.
Wow, we found all our fetch quest things almost simultaneously.
We want to do a fetch quest.
It is boots locked! Oh man!
Man, that's so bad for Cransoon.
Find the mushroom. Oh boy, and then of course. However, he may think maybe finishing up skulls or something. I mean, he has a fire rod now.
Yep, it could be a possibility. That's his Dark World access. It's such a long way at this point in time because he still hasn't found anything worthwhile. We could see...
no, look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's got the hammer. He could use the portal. But maybe he's doing the mushroom. No, okay, good. He's going right.
Yep, this is absolutely the right play that we need Cransoon to make. zer0rush is going to go through, and he's doing Skullwoods right now.
Nice. He definitely did think this through. He said, I got the hammer, I got my access way. Might as well step in the pot here. And plus, he's able to finish it. He does have everything to finish it.
Yep, that'll make this a little bit more efficient, and more importantly, this is one of the 5/6 crystals, so it has just a little bit more outsized value than just your standard crystal dungeon, because it helps unlock that Pyramid Fairy.
Yep.
Question in chat, what's with all the fairies being dropped? And, help me understand this. I'm not 100% on this, but I'm fairly certain that different levels of enemies have different prize packages associated with them. So if fairies end up being associated with, some early monsters that you end up killing a ton, we're just going to see a ton of fairy drops. Isn't that how it works?
Oh yeah, in this case, it's all random. So, looks like, as you can see, killing these enemies, one gave a green root, the other one gave a red one. Even though they're the same enemies. Random prize packs.
Well then.
And I have a feeling the reason why he's not going to go do Skullwoods is they did find both the items. One was the bombs and one was the sword upgrade, so they could kind of put it off for a while.
Yeah, Skullwoods ends up being pretty fast once you have both the items and you get the fire rod. It's just jump in, take care of the boss. It's one of the shorter dungeons that you can just blaze through.
Cransoon's definitely going to be happy making this play because he knows he's going to have the boots here, and he's going to be able to finish Desert Palace as well.
And hey, shout out! I see we have some newbies. Maybe I don't want to disparage you. Not newbies, people who are new to Legend of Zelda Randomizer in chat. So shout out to you. Thanks for stumbling upon us. Yes, this is a randomized version of Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, where all of the items, heart pieces, heart containers, prize packs for bosses, and the location of the crystals and pendants are all randomized. These two runners, Cransoon and zer0rush, are in a tournament race in group stages to see who advances on to the round of 16.
Yep. And another thing, if you're going to notice, you're wondering why do they have a sword so early? The swords are also randomized in this game as upgrades. You can have them as progressive upgrades, so you're always going to start with the lowest level sword and move your way up. It's the same for the mails and the shields as well. So you're going to move from fighter sword to master to tempered and to butter.
And to point out that these runners are running identical seeds, so the same thing is going to be in the same chest for both of these runners. One person is not going to find a sword upgrade while the other person finds bombs in the same treasure chest. It's identical seeds.
Yep, otherwise we won't be able to have a race. It would be more like a Japanese rando then, where you race two different seeds and see who finishes first.
And that has too many problems associated with it. IMO. But shout out for people who stumble across the community and find us and welcome. This is, to be completely honest, one of the best and most welcoming communities that you will ever find on the internet. So, welcome. How are you doing?
Alright, both these guys are now armed with the Fisher Price shield.
It's so horrible.
Yep, zer0rush will not have any boomerangs today. I'm 100% certain of that now.
Yep, Zero didn't pick anything up. Cransoon went ahead and picked up the red meringue. I know that it's used for some routing in Tower of Ganon for efficiency. I don't know if Cransoon does that kind of routing though.
Yeah. You definitely use that boomerang to do strats on the switches on the left side when you do Ganon's Tower. It does help out with that one.
And here's zer0rush. Right as Cransoon gets his boots, zer0rush is going to find the Cave of Value.
Yeah. We definitely had the powder in here, the book, the first bottle, and that fire rod, obviously everyone knows about that. He's not going to check. Oh, the bomber tablet check.
Bad. That is absolutely bad for zer0rush.
It's a location that it's going to be interesting how he's going to route back to that one. It's so far off. He's going to do catfish or something, maybe now. I'm thinking.
Yeah, and that's. Oh my goodness, that would make such a big difference.
Forget the catfish again. Since he found the fire rod, I wonder what he's gonna do. He's gonna finish Gold Woods even though he already found all the items there?
I'm not sure where he's going. Well, the thing is, he doesn't have hammer, so if he has to go into anywhere in Thieves Town or anywhere, he has to go all the way around. So, I don't know. Oh man.
Gonna do Sick Kid right now.
He's going to do Sick Kid, and he might even try to do Bat Caves while he can get into the Dark World. No, he can't. He doesn't have mitts.
This is going to be a really interesting way of how he's going to route his way back to that point. He's going to still have to fall and do a long, long route way. There's no other way around it, because the hammer is the one that gives you the access to all the Dark World portal stuff.
Yeah, this is a significant time waster. I'm sure, I mean, I don't want to call it a mistake, and I'm trying very hard not to call it a mistake. Within the logic of the seed, we know it's not the right move that zer0rush is making.
He's absolutely... I think he's doing pedestal check. That's what he's doing now. After he beats Skullwoods, pedestal check time, and he doesn't have to come back here anymore.
Okay, that's fair.
He already knows there's no more items left here, so he's gonna do that. Obviously, it's the right play for him.
Cransoon's struggling a little bit here with Helmasaur. He's got Master Sword, and he was trying to do Hammer Swings. Instead, he said, I'm done messing around.
Right. This is one of the crystal combos, so this is a nice move for Cransoon here. So, ironic thing is, we're just one flipper item away from doing a Swamp Palace.
Ooh. I like Swamp Palace. I know a lot of people don't like it or you try to avoid it because it's so much faster go mode, but I just really like going to Swamp Palace early, just because of the number of items you can get.
Yep, and let's see what Mothula has. It's nothing, but I mean the pedestal is the biggest thing I'm thinking right now.
Yep, and Mothula just melts with that butter sword. Not how it originally was in the game, but, you know.
Meanwhile, we may be getting a pedestal check here right now, because it's a possibility, and we did mention what kind of pedestal items could be there.
Yep, drum roll. And he's doing it.
Right. We know hammer's not it. We rolled it out already. Oh,
just
it's not.
Little...
Yeah.
You know what, Hiei? I think if I count everything correctly, and I want to double check my numbers, this is now the 50th race I've commentated between all the tournaments in this fall tournament. Never commentated a pedestal seed.
Well, I'm so pretty sure I commentated in a few. I just don't remember them all that. Especially, there were so many. Especially in this round. I mean, this main tourney, we had a lot of pedestals compared to last time's tourney in the spring. We had 6 altogether in last tourney. And I'm pretty sure we well eclipsed that number already.
Oh, I think we've eclipsed that number even in this round in the matches I've watched.
Oh, yeah.
So Zero, going over here to Desert, he's going to be able to actually clear it because he has the boots. Cransoon wasn't able to route that together, but Cransoon does have the hammer, so he's been able to route some other things together.
Yeah, I think Cransoon's doing the same play here that zer0rush is doing in terms of finding out if this is a pet seed after killing Mothula.
Alright, so we see Cransoon. Cransoon's going to have a little bit more difficult of a time. He's still going in here with Master Sword. Remember, those other 2 sword upgrades are up on Death Mountain.
Oh, that mushroom, of course. I remember the fetch quest stuff going on here.
So many fetch quests.
Now, something you mentioned earlier about how Hammer locks a lot of things. Now, if he doesn't find anything to help him progress, that's going to help zer0rush pinpoint back to that location of the Bombos tablet.
Man, the way he's routed it together. I mean, when Cransoon got the items that were in Hype Cave and just went over just a couple screens to get it. Meanwhile, Zero has kind of dodged and weaved, and he went to Desert in kind of a different routing, and there's no real easy way to put that together in until after you get Mitts or Flute, when you might go bring that to Gary's lunchbox. If Mitts are in that location,
Flippers,
that's big.
Well, like I was saying, now we have a way to go into Swamp. If Cransoon heads this direction again, he should be able to Swamp House.
We'll see if he heads this direction. Let's see, he's gotten 3 crystals now at this point in time. Not a ton of spots yet for him to go to. I mean, he's still got all of Death Mountain, so, that'll come eventually.
And I agree that the Flippers was a good thing for Zer0rush in the sense that it might lead him to Swamp area. And soon also having the knowledge now that this is not a pedestal seed.
Yep, so doesn't have to worry about going back up to Tower of Hera, doesn't have to worry about, once you get your 4 items in Thieves' Town, you're done with that.
What he wants to do, is he thinking about... He's gonna do Magic Bat and such here. And Sick Kid and stuff. Okay.
I don't think he's done either of these. And he can do Magic Bat. Zer0rush, I don't think, could, right?
Zer0rush can if you want. He has the mirror.
But he doesn't have the Titan's Mitts to get over there in the Dark World.
Oh, that's true. He has no way to get across that. The gap is going to be closed. So Magic Bat is something we haven't checked yet. And Cransoon's doing that right now. Kind of surprised, though. He could have done it from the other world, too. But, I don't know. He wants to do it from Light World. It's because he has no other way to get there, I guess.
Yep. So
one side check. Flippers was in Desert. And it was in the big chest, right? Yeah, the big chest, yeah. This might be Catfish now. I'm starting to think he denied the Catfish too long. I mean, both runners, when they came into Dark World, this was one of the first things they could have done. But as of right now, Cransoon's doing some things that save Zer0rush some time because Zer0rush did that same thing too.
Meanwhile, we see Cransoon finally heading up to Death Mountain. Gonna pick up some swords, but not much else.
Yeah, we're gonna get pretty much locked out, so... I'm thinking Swamp Palace might be the right place to go once he gets the stuff he needs.
It absolutely feels like it, yep.
Because I don't really see too much of other things otherwise finishing up Thieves' Town at the moment. Because he could. I know Cransoon definitely can. Yeah, they already did Hera really early. They found both items. Was the half magic and the cape was in Hera.
That half magic was what led Cransoon to Aga, actually. Meanwhile, Zer0rush got the sword upgrade, so he was able to do Aga.
And okay, that fetch quest item didn't hold true, so Zer0rush is starting to run out of options here. He can finish Thieves' Town the rest of the way. He can go into, of course, Bombo's tablet or Ether tablet. Those are the couple of things that we're thinking about. And see, this is the reason why I felt it was a little bit hard to route this, because he has no real access to Dark World other than the Aga portal. He's gonna have to route way, way, way around to get to everything at the moment.
Yep, it's an unfortunate play, but Cransoon getting scroll locked, unfortunately.
He's got out of it. Okay, first Ether tablet check here. He also has Spy Cave he can do because he has the hammer.
Yeah, I can see him routing down Spike Cave right now.
Yeah, this is probably something he could do.
No, he's not, apparently.
Spyro Cave, I suppose, for him? Yeah, Spyro Cave. I'm thinking zer0rush is thinking the Bombos tablet now, or the front part of Swamp Palace, because there's no way why he would go this direction if not.
Yeah, it's gotta be at this point.
Yeah. And he could have stepped into these, but he's not. He's like, no, I'm not doing that right now.
Yep, okay, and he's making the play. So good job, zer0rush. This is gonna be significant for him. And people shouting, Dark Death Mountain, we still don't have Titansmiths.
Yeah, the one thing you need to do Dark World Death Mountain is having the mitts. There's no other way. Alright, that hammer is now in hand, so do you think we're gonna get Swamp Palace now?
I don't see anywhere else they can go. I mean, if you think about it, Ice Palace, Misery Mire, Turtle Rock, all require mitts.
Yeah, mitts. Yeah. Trying to look at it. Oh, but maybe, like I was saying, Spy Cave is the last thing I can think about in the overworld at the moment. By logic, we should be able to do this. We have half magic, we have cape, we have the hammer and the mitt. One of the gloves. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's just the heart.
Just a heart, nothing big. We'll see where Cransoon goes after this.
Yeah. We have two places we can do right now. It's pretty much Swamp and the rest of Thieves Town.
Well, and Cransoon has to go into Desert Palace because that's where the flippers are at this point in time. And, you know, Swamp is locked to him at this point.
Yeah.
Or he could do Thieves.
By the way he's going right now, and he goes, if he goes down, I think he's doing Desert. Yeah. Doing the right play.
Both of these runners, unfortunately, have come into kind of the unfortunate situation where they've checked everywhere they absolutely can. So they're both in a situation where they're in the last place where they possibly could be.
Yeah. They can check the rest of Thieves Town, or it's going to be somewhere here of progression of some kind.
Cransoon, unfortunately, this is his second time opening up Desert, so wasting a little bit of time with this cutscene here.
Yeah. The good part about this is they won't have to double dip Swamp if they do a full clear. And we know that because based on the items, they're definitely going to be able to full clear as they go in, based on that flipper location.
Yep. So looking at the group stages while we see these two players running, feel free to interrupt me if zer0rush finds something important. zer0rush is sitting at 2-1 right now. A win for zer0rush would almost absolutely put him into the best of 16 tournament. Cransoon is 1-0. This is only his second match. A win would put him in good shape. He would do no worse than tie zer0rush. Now keep in mind, we also have Wolfie in the same group, who's at 2-1 as well. Mike the V at 1-1, and then Toso sitting at 0-3 right now. This group still has a very high possibility of a significant playoff happening, depending on how the rest of these matches play out. But zer0rush winning would put him in a very nice position. Cransoon winning would also put him in a nice position at 2-0 without any games lost.
Mm-hmm. We're definitely in a good ride. We did have a fun seed earlier, didn't we? We had the bomb situation throughout all of Hera because we had no standard reusable weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably going to ask him about that, saying, how did you feel going about 25 minutes into this seed and no real weapon yet?
Yeah, it's not just swordless, but no sword, no hammer, no rods, no hookshot, no nothing to kill anything. You had bombs, and if you weren't up on your bomb strats, you were kind of done.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds where you definitely had to make use of every single nick and cranny that you had.
So Cransoon picking up his flippers and the crystals, so he's, up at this point. 4 crystals.
There they are! That is the progression. The one locked item that we were looking for, the mitts.
The Titan's mitts. That unlocks a ton.
Given that they have those items now, they can of course do Ice Palace. And they can actually definitely finish it because they have the hammer and a fire source that they needed.
This seed is shaping up to be pretty linear at this point in time. If they end up, for example, they get the mitts that sends them to Ice Palace, which is the only thing they can really do. And if they end up getting, in Ice Palace, they get the flute, which would send them to Misery Mire. And at Misery Mire, they get the Ice Rod, which would send them to Turtle Rock. And
let's see where the Ice Rod is. I think that's going to be the one annoying item at this moment, because they will not step 1 foot into T-Rock if they don't have that cane. So hopefully they find cane later, saves them a little bit of headache.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. It's always interesting to see, because this seed, linear seeds are interesting. It means execution will be more important in the long term than different gambles that you make.
Alright, big key. Very nice. Now keep in mind, Cransoon's already finished pod. That's something zer0rush still has to do. He still has to check the rest of it. And I think he just has to go to the boss, right? Should be not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's still incredibly close right now.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight advantage to zer0rush, unless he, jumps into the water without a key like that.
Yeah, Cransoon will get the mitts very soon. It is in Swamp Palace, though. If he decides to finish it, of course. We have seen gambles where people gamble that left side. But I think at this point in time, I don't think that's going to happen based on what they've checked. It's highly unlikely.
When you only have one medallion, you don't have silvers, you need Ice Rod, Flute, Mitts. I mean, with all the different Cane of Samaria, with all the different items you have, go ahead and full clear it. There's no reason not to.
We did get a quick kill here by zer0rush, using 2 of the Fire Rod shots and a spin attack. Took care of Argus in that last phase.
Very nicely done.
And of course, chat brought up a very interesting, distinct thing that zer0rush can now do, finishing Swamp Palace. It is part of the 5 and 6 crystal combo.
And it's right up there. It seems like you'd want to go ahead and do that.
Of course, he had to come back here because that big key. Still gotta check that chest.
Still gotta check that chest. We are missing Cane and Ice and Bombos, I believe, because we have checked Turtle Rock to see what it was, and I believe it was Bombos to open it, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not getting my matches crossed here.
You have no way of checking right now because they didn't have the mitts, so we have no idea what it is.
Oh, that's right. Derp. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why it's frowned upon commentating 2 matches in a row.
It's okay, don't worry. zer0rush is now doing what Cransoon has done already, which is finish up Pod while he's at it. And this is what I mean. This is close because he's cleaning up stuff that Cransoon has already done. So this just kind of helps Cransoon kind of catch up in the race here. So we have a really close one here.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see what these two runners do after they're done with their respective dungeons.
Yeah,
do we see a check of
the race
Pyramid
will
Fairy?
start changing. Yeah, I think the race is starting to change a little bit here in terms of what they decide to do.
All right, so Cransoon has his Titan's Mitt now. Got to be happy to see that. So one item that was really kind of trolling you and unlocks quite a bit in terms of the remaining dungeons.
We're getting some catch-up here, so both runners are heading towards their respective bosses. But of course, Cransoon is probably gonna... If he gambles the big chest, then I think it's gonna be kind of even by the time they finish here.
Well, we'll see. And I want to give a shout out to Kapopo in chat, saying something that I think is worth repeating here. There's all, of the group stages, of the 8 groups that we have, there's been a lot of matches played, and only one group is set so far. That's how close all of these runners are to one another, that nothing has really been decided, that only one group that really has been up to this point in time. Everyone is just so close, and it's so competitive. Anyone can beat anyone else depending on the gambles and the play style that they each do. So this round of 16 is going to be absolutely amazing once we get there.
Alright, so we're definitely in the boss sequences at the same time.
Holy
Ooh,
cow!
Wow, who did it? Let's see if he gets this one quick kill here. He does!
Well done. Wow.
And they both simultaneously pick up the crystal. Like I was saying, it was going to be close roughly the same time if Cransoon decides not to check that big chest. Pretty much neck and neck right now in terms of what each other has done. Yeah, that was definitely a near perfect Argus. I think zer0rush might be thinking double-chested fairy at this time, and I might see Cransoon do this right after he does the big chest too. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see. And then Zero. At this point, I don't know. See if he's gonna go straight up north here. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have a simultaneous double-chested fairy check.
Yep. Looks like Zero's making the play, and Cransoon also doing it, so we'll see if this is the play for them.
Yeah. To see how they decide to deliver the bomb up there. I mean, some people like to do damage boost and or hookshot stress to dash with the bomb, but it looks like they're just gonna walk it up there.
Yeah, I like that. I don't want to risk it just because it takes so much time if you mess up somewhere.
Oh, there was the. I guess they got a heart refill and then red mail.
I'll take it. I mean, not great, but yeah.
Now this is going to be interesting. Maybe Death Mountain check, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, it makes logical sense. Now that Dark Death Mountain is open to them, go ahead and check it. I mean, at least maybe double check to see what Turtle Rock is going to be. Maybe.
Cransoon has other ideas. He's going to do Catfish now.
Yeah, there's really no good time to route in Catfish at this point, so you might as well do it now.
Yeah, this is... They had it... oh, no, he's not. He's doing Titans area. I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
he's going to do, yeah.
King's Tomb. He didn't have the Titans at the time earlier, and he did have the boots. Yeah.
This will be interesting if something's in King's Tomb, because...
No, zer0rush already did it.
Oh, did he? Okay, that's right.
Yeah, he routed it in when he got the boots earlier. Now it's gonna see what happens with Cransoon here, what he decides to do.
Catfish looks like.
Oh my god, they got a shovel. Another fetch item.
Ugh. So many fetch quests. And so few of them actually leading to anything.
We do have the medallion to get into T-Rock, though. Oh, we found Bombos now.
Yep, it was Ether. And they're silvers.
That's it. That's all there is for Death Mountain.
There is an interesting question kind of circulating in chat right now, and I think it's one that is worth repeating. Keep in mind, when we started the streams, because zer0rush doesn't have a timer going, we don't know if these streams are completely in sync or maybe a couple seconds off one way or the other. The official SRL time will have when they finish. We'll be able to tell. But right now, I mean, there could be a second or two one way or the other. So if this comes down to they're both in Ganon's room at the same time, this is going to be a photo finish here.
Oh, I think Cransoon going to ice is probably the right play here, because we didn't see anything in Death Mountain other than the intel of going into Turtle Rock.
Well, we did find silvers, which would make like a Vitreous fight a little bit easier, but yeah, you're right. We didn't really find anything else other than that.
Yeah.
So we see... Let's see where Zero ends up going at this point in time.
A mirror here, so...
This is a part of the map we do not see terribly frequently, do we?
Not in Randomizer.
No.
Absolutely not. In NMG Run, you go the opposite direction because you're heading to Agus Tower to get to Dark World, but in Randomizer, you rarely see that route when being done that way.
Might see that in Entrance Randomizer as well.
Oh yeah. Entrance Randomizer, I would think, check just about everywhere. Oh, he's going to the Hammer Pegs.
Yeah, he's checking over here, Hammer Pegs and Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad play, I gotta say. I mean, there are a couple quick overworld locations. Cransoon, I think, doing your dungeon while you can, I think is a smarter play, but this could pay off for Zero.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is interesting. It comes down to the items, and thinking you can go mode the dungeon plays into the thinking of the runners here too.
Absolutely. If you only have a couple items left to go, you start checking these overworld locations just in case you can go mode something. Just a heart.
Cransoon is gonna route this way. We're gonna fall into the trap room, I believe. He doesn't have a key to the door here. And then he's gonna get to the hookshot section, because that's the only way you can go around this with the routing here. We are not totally sure if it's just those two items. It could be something. If the ice rod is hiding in mire, we need flute, but we don't know that. But if it's all in line, we need the red cane and ice rod. That's pretty much it.
All right, zer0rush getting ready to be disappointed with his bat.
We did see this on Cransoon's end, but we did not see the rest of this stuff with the purple chest and the smith stuff, which we just saw, which didn't come to any value, but maybe this purple chest may come to something.
Either way, it's definitely an efficient routing decision by zer0rush. If Cransoon doesn't find a progression item somewhere in Ice Palace, for example, he may end up going to these overworld locations as well and wasting some more time.
I'm thinking it's a smart play by Cransoon to finish the Crystal Dungeon at this moment, because it's progress anyways. You're gonna have to do it anyways, but yeah, it's not a bad play at all. And neither is zer0rush's play, thinking I want to try to go mode the rest of the dungeons if it's something valuable.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this routing by zer0rush. Teleporting or saving and quitting, going to Link's house, not able to really use your boots around here, using the lunchbox, otherwise you drop it like you just did. So he has to hookshot everywhere or walk. So I don't know if I really like this routing by zer0rush here.
So far, we haven't found any progression in Ice Palace, but it is a crystal, so as soon as Cransoon finishes, he'll be advancing. And if he finds nothing here, I'm starting to think the back half of Thieves Town was something they needed to do.
Oh, that would be... And both of these runners are absolutely avoiding the back half of Thieves. Does look like zer0rush is making the play. But we found absolutely nothing here, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Ice Palace is pretty much done. I think they found all three items. I think Cold Stare, based on the right calculation here, and the logic, it should be a key drop now.
Yeah, only one key left. I think you're supposed to end with 2 if you check everything right.
Yeah, it should be 2. And this is a really good fight here with the Butter Sword.
Solid. Oh. Keeping them... Yeah. Well, item, but it was just a piece of heart.
Well, that back half of Thieves is looking mighty of something of progression now.
And you got to think, Thieves has been available for so long that if something isn't Thieves and someone finds it, doesn't matter what happens, you feel behind.
You do kind of feel behind because, yeah. However, if you find it, like, let's say it was in the big chest, you don't feel too bad then, because you know if someone dipped it really quickly, he knew that he didn't check that big chest. Yeah. However, Cransoon's now doing what zer0rush has already done, so this kind of evens up the race in terms of them trying to get more time on each other here.
Yep, so they're, just trading places. Cransoon's going to check the Dark World, locate Dark Death Mountain. zer0rush is going to be finishing up Ice Palace. Yeah, the problem is we know that both of these locations that they're running isn't going to do anything. Now, Ice Palace is at least a crystal, so there's that.
The only difference is, of course, the weaponry of Ganon Fight has now pretty much evened out, because they should be able to find, Cransoon should be able to find silver arrows, so that will even out in terms of their Ganon Fight's going to be quick for both, at least.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, something in Thieves Town is going to have to be progression. Absolutely, because we're kind of like, we're stuck here in a sense now where they can't get into Turtle Rock at all without the Red Cane, and they can't get to Meyer at all without the flute.
Yeah, I think if I were these runners, I think the absolute last thing I would want to find at this point is the flute, because that's going to point you in Misery Mire, and I don't think anyone likes doing Misery Mire if you can avoid it.
The shovel was checked, it was a heart piece. Well, I mean a heart container. It was a heart, for sure. And yes, indeed, the seed was absolutely aggro required because they had no way to get to the Dark World. They did Hera, Rubel. Hera had the magic cape and the half magic.
And Turtle Rock requires right now they can open the door to Turtle Rock because they have the hammer, they have the Titansmiths, and they have the Ether Medallion to open it. However, to get very far into it, you need the cane almost right away. You can't get into any chest without it. So you're still waiting for the King of Samaria to really explore Turtle Rock at this point.
Yep. The reason why runners don't decide to clear Turtle Rock back half is they like to have the hammer before they go and do that side.
What's our favorite sprite? We have a question in chat because we're just overlapping each other. But Cransoon is making the play into Thieves.
All right. It's
Back on track here.
At this point, I would say Cransoon has a slight lead at the moment.
I don't know if we can even call it a lead. I mean, advantage at this point. But, yeah, I mean, advantage. Yeah. We'll see what he ends up finding here in the bottom half of Thieves Town.
Oh, it's got to be progression. Without a doubt, it's some kind of progression. Because amongst the two runners, we know that it's going to be progression here.
So we see Cransoon hasn't been counting items, so he knows when he can leave immediately.
Mm-hmm. And he knows it's not a pedestal seat, so oh, there it is.
There it is. The Cane of Samaria. Now, you're still missing the Ice Rod for Trinex. Do you still check some locations around the overworld, or do you gamble?
That's what he does.
That it's in T-Rock.
Well, I think Cransoon's absolutely being more conservative, making sure he checks this before he goes up the trip, and I think he still has purple chest too.
Yeah, he does. He does. So we'll see. Yeah, he'll make that play.
Yeah, it's a little too critical right now to just skip that, because if he does get the Ice Ride here, he's just one step away from going straight to Ganon's Tower.
Now, keep in mind, go mode in Ganon's Tower isn't that much faster than going ahead and just clearing it out. The big difference is if the Ice Rod isn't in Ganon's Tower for whatever reason, then you got to back out, and you're in a race as close as these two are right at the moment. You're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is starting to get really close. Because as soon as zer0rush does the check, which I think he will, and he's done the rest of the things already, he knows this is Thieves Town behind there.
Okay, chat's correcting me. I said Ganon's Tower, but I meant Turtle Rock. My fault. Sorry. Man, I am all sorts of on top of it tonight, aren't I?
Don't worry about it. I think we're fine. We're on our way. We have progression. We can check the T-Rock now.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. That's the play I think I would make, but I certainly smart checking these overworld locations as well.
All right. Okay, now we're pretty even because zer0rush just got that cane. He's done all that checking already. Cransoon is just about done too here. We're gonna make our way both to T-Rock. This is definitely coming down to an execution here. Yep. As Amazing Afros pointed out, that was the 4th item. So they definitely knew they didn't have to do any more checking, and they already know it's not a pedestal seed, so they're definitely not going to do that. And you guys are super excited because this is a tight one. This is definitely going to come down to a little bit of execution and maybe some luck routing GT, or if not, the next progression place to find the Ice Rod outside of Turtle Rock. All depends on where this Ice Rod comes down to.
Wow, the sink here.
See? Cransoon has a slight, like I said, so slight little... It's like a little slither. You can't even tell the difference almost.
Now, keep in mind, as we pointed out earlier, that it was a little bit rough, getting started, and because zer0rush doesn't have a timer going, we can't perfectly sync things up. So we don't know if there's a little bit of a lead or behind at this point, but it sure looks cool.
We are really, really close right here.
Chat, I can already tell, is calling Flute in Turtle Rock, and then Ice Rod and Misery Mire forcing the double dip.
I think they just want more race, because they know this is the last one for the night for the main. But this is amazing. We have a really tight race here. Both racers are going at it. Oh, missing it.
Zero getting it there.
Yeah. Quick shot over. Yeah. Oh, the flute! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, chat. You wanted it. You wanted it.
You guys called for that flute. Some of you guys are all happy about that flute. I can tell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. This community is a great community, but when we're observing, we root for the seeds that we absolutely do not want in our own races.
Yeah, see, we kind of feel like we don't want these guys to go through all... Oh, that was a great iframe strat by Cransoon there.
And synced up again. Chat did ask, yeah, the Ice Rod could still be at Sahasrara, which means you'd have to beat Misery Mire, then go to Sahasrara to get it.
Yeah. I think these guys are doing the right thing. They got to continue this. Find out if they really need to leave and get the ice rod later. Right play for both.
We shall see. This is going to be a tight race regardless. It's going to come down to execution. It may even come down to a right-left side gamble in Ganon's tower.
Mm-hmm. Well, for sure we know a few chests here left are going to have to definitely be... One's going to definitely have to be a key chest. And then the other one's going to have to be another key, so... It's coming down. Mimic Cave's still an option, though.
Cransoon with a very nice room there with the pokies.
That was a really good move there that he did. Getting rid of the pokies with one spin. Cransoon positioning the portal in a nice way there. Because if you hammer dash out of that, you go right into the portal out.
Cransoon being very efficient. Just a big 5. Wow.
There you go.
Guys, this could be hype. We could be seeing sync from now until Ganon.
Oh, we're starting to run out of places. There's definitely gonna be a key chest coming up soon in one of the laser bridge parts. So we got 3 more chests, technically.
Is chat gonna get its wish?
Maybe. We might see it. Let's see if this is a key here. Oh, Quake. So they absolute have all the medallions if they need to go to Meyer.
So we still got Laser Bridge, which one of them on Laser Bridge will absolutely have a key. So there's 3 item locations left.
Everyone's hoping either Meyer or no Meyer. Meyer. Okay. I'm pretty sure chat's going nuts.
This is where we're supposed to plug. Vote with your bits, Meyer or no Meyer, right? Right?
Probably. Oh, and there's the map, so you have 2 items left. And the compass. One! Oh, it's this last chest, the tension. It is. Oh my god, this is a double dip. Oh my god, Nate. I saw that. I saw that.
Hey, we got the bits in. Bit bets are coming in. Everyone's voting Meyer.
Everyone's voting Meyer.
Guys, this has been, I mean, for the fact that this isn't a pedestal required seed, this has been a really trolly seed, all things said.
Yeah, this is one of those crazy runs where they literally checked every single nick and cranny of the seed that they could possibly do, and to find out that they need to do this.
You got people saying Sahasrara, J McJit saying Sahasrara, Acres, thanks for the donation. You guys are all right here.
You guys are enjoying this a little too much. I hope you guys are having fun though.
I love it too. This makes it exciting and worthwhile.
Yes, this is absolutely pandemonium here. When they see the ice rod, wherever they see it, they're just gonna erupt here. Of course, they're gonna check the Meyer Shed spot. They're hoping they don't have to do anything of the sort.
No, absolutely. Why not? And we got... And no!
Is it gonna do checkerboard K first? I would think so.
Brutus with the 50-bit donation. Sahasrara is holding the ice rod. It's possible. It's totally possible. Checking checkerboard.
Right. Oh, there it is!
There it is! It's in checkerboard! Oh, man!
The tension. At 1 hour 45 minutes in, we are at go mode.
zer0rush with the save quit. Cransoon with the flute away. Hey guys, you know, Meyer didn't do anything to you guys. You don't have to hate Meyer. Wow, you guys. Wow.
Yeah, what a race, though. What a race in these two runners.
Absolutely. This is amazing. This is the longest, like, holding of hands of two runners I've seen. I mean, they've just been in sync, you know, since entering Turtle Rock and haven't left. Think about this. These two runners entered Turtle Rock the first time at the same time, have had to do a required double dip into Turtle Rock, and been in sync the entire time.
Yep. I guess you can say they definitely were on the same cycle.
I'm trying to make an insane joke, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're happy with this one.
They are. Neither runner can say bye 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 to the other.
If they come back and watch this one, they're gonna be like, "Wow, we were this close, neck and neck with our decisions. Might have routed a little bit differently to check a few things, but they basically covered the identical spots through the whole scene."
Absolutely, and they've done it in such an efficient manner for both of them. You know, slight mistakes, slight errors, but it all adds up to an even run at this point.
Here again, Cransoon once again shows an excellent spin attack strat there.
You know, we have actually had one tie in this race, in this tournament so far. It's entirely possible.
Yeah, this is without saying they can definitely have a chance of tying here.
Hey, and thanks for the subscription, Root Beer Life. Shout out to you. How close does it have to be? I mean, it has to be on the same second. What ends up happening is we have a timer outside of the game running on a special channel, and they both have to declare .done at the same time for that to happen. Now, it's entirely possible. Like I said, it's happened once before already in these tournaments that we've been holding. So look for it. These two are super, super close at this point. Although right side, left side gamble could separate the two, we still have a lot of Zelda still to play before it's completely there.
Oh man, trying to go for the zero cycle. Let's see if zer0rush gets it. I think zer0rush... Oh, zer0rush got it.
Zero did get it, yep. But man, Trinex exploding at about the same time.
Yeah, this is... Wow, they definitely... Oh my god, this is gonna come down to... What side are they gonna do the same sides?
Yep, I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of the best game in the start of Randomizer. There are 22 treasure chests in Ganon's Tower. The big key can be in any one of the 22 treasure chests. If you are a subscriber or you've donated 250 bits across the different Speed Gaming channels, you are eligible to compete. 1 through 22, just get your guesses in. Hiei, what are we going for today?
I'm going vanilla location. That will be, depending on how they route it, it could be 15 on the left side or tack on 4 onto it. And that would be 21. No.
Yep. I like Bob's chest for this one for some reason.
And we're about to save once he steps into Ganon's tower, so get your bets in.
Given Flesh with the sub. Thanks, Given Flesh.
Alright. I'm closing shop. That's it. Oops, sorry about that. Stop. I messed up that one. You did the stop. Thank you so much, dude.
Dude, doing everything. And it looks like they're both going right side first.
Yeah. See how who executes right side strats better. I think they're about even right here still. Wow.
Yeah, every time you think one runner has a little bit of a lead, they resync back up.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, single
Validation arrow.
Oh, there it is!
But they don't have any keys. Oh, and Cransoon, okay, checking keys. Zero going to mirror.
Okay, there you go. That's what you need.
Okay, so they're both going up. They only have one key. This... Ooh.
It's all about it. It's all about execution here down the stretch.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be huge for these two. Cransoon, zer0rush in an execution run. They don't know how close it is. You're at 1 hour and 51 minutes, EA. If you don't see a dot done, how nervous are you feeling if you're either of these two?
Well, let's think about it. At this point in time with this type of hour, you're probably wondering what happened in the stage for both runners. But I'm pretty sure they kind of have a same feel about the double dip of T-Rock. That was something that was going to happen inevitably.
Oh, and Zero with the fall. But with that fall, he's able to dash straight through. So Zero with a little bit of a lead at this point in time.
All right. Fine, that's fine. We're still going. They're getting past Gauntlet 1. zer0rush is done with Gauntlet 2. Cransoon gets... okay, that last one a little bit trolly there. But the Gauntlet 3 is a little bit trolly for zer0rush.
Oh, and he's running all over the place. Oh, he's got 4 hearts left. And Gauntlet 3 trolling Cransoon too. My goodness.
Oh man, Cransoon. Fire rotting those guys does take a little bit of time because they have to burn out. But they're still kind of close here. Alright.
Oh, it's gonna come... Okay, Landmo.
Okay, zer0rush opting to do the fire rod strats.
Alright, so Cransoon with the 2 cycle. Zero getting it. Oh, the sync.
And now they're so close to each other now.
Cransoon made it up a little bit of time there. Oh, and a timely fairy.
That was definitely a timely fairy. Oh, the timely fairy didn't go for Zero though. Up on the edge.
Oh my goodness! So great rooms. This is exactly what you want to see in a race this tight. These are 2 well executed runs that these 2 are doing right now. Absolutely great runs.
And they're both heading into the room that you kind of have to worry a little about despawning. So a little caution there. Oh, missing that torch. A little bit of time, stuff like that, helping zer0rush.
Every second just absolutely counting right now. And these runners are not, or Cransoon is not checking anything, taking anything for granted. Oh, and missing the bomb.
getting even closer for both. Both powdering for the fairies. Oh, there goes.
Oh, and Zero's a little bit ahead right now, and we are synced at Trolldorm.
Oh no, Zero with the fall.
Oh my goodness, Zero. Cransoon doesn't bother to validate. I don't blame him.
No point right now. So darn close. There,
All
he
right.
gets it.
Cransoon passed the Hell Room, so he's going to go ahead and start his Aga. Now, he had a pretty clean Aga before, but there wasn't a whole lot of blue balls. We'll see where he goes.
Pattern here. It's just one.
Just one. That's rough. It's got an interesting pattern here. Two. Man, Aga is desynced already.
Guess one again.
Okay, there's the two. So Cransoon with the first kill.
Oh, Zero misses them all on the second one.
And they have red mail. They have red mail. They have butter sword. This should be a fairly easy Ganon fight, but it comes down to execution right now. This Aga execution for zer0rush, though. Man.
This is insane. What's happening down the road here?
Now, I am going to go ahead and keep an eye on the SRL, because with these two being as close as they are, it's whoever finishes. Remember, if there's any difference in the timer because of the weird starts and right now, the winner is whoever done's first on the SRL.
Yeah, this is just we try to sync them up as much as we can for the restream, so can't really tell really what's the separation. It's coming down to the wire here.
Absolutely. And he gets it, and oh no, doesn't get the torch glitch.
That's fine. He doesn't really worry about that. With this, he can position Ganon for triples here, like this. Almost.
Okay, Cransoon gets it, and it does look like Cransoon got done first.
Wow, that was insane indeed. Get your
that
GG
was
up for
absolutely
Cransoon.
amazing. GG everyone, and Cransoon with the official SRL time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 11 seconds. We're gonna see how much. Oh, and Zero falls.
Oh no, Zero! Oh. Oh, Zero, no. It's okay.
I'm pretty sure Zero fell typing GG. And,
yeah,
well, that
okay.
just happened.
It's all good, though. He's gonna finish up right here, so don't worry about it. We had one saying, well, that just happened. It became a thing.
So we're gonna get Cransoon in here. Meanwhile, Zero finishing up his Ganon fight. This is going to be, okay, as close as the SRL times are going to be for this one. This was so much closer than the SRL time is going to indicate. So GG zer0rush finishing up as well. And here we have Cransoon.
We have both of them, actually.
Oh, let's let me go ahead and grab them.
Got them both in. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for an exciting race.
Oh my god, that seed.
Yeah, it was pretty easy seed. Everything was exactly where I thought it would be.
Oh yeah,
Exactly, huh?
It was really, straightforward. Very fast
Yeah.
seed.
Not a lot of backtracking. That's for sure.
No, definitely not. Man,
Guys, I can see your noses grow like from here. Seriously.
I just have to say I'm really glad I fell on Ganon because I don't think I could have handled getting fanfare sniped after that Aga 2.
Oh,
I was I messed up the triples, but given when you got done, I would have been like 8 seconds behind you or something like that.
really?
Close.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Okay.
I assumed you were ahead when you fell, because
No, you would have beat me by a few seconds.
oh my god, that's
So-
incredible.
No, let me just tell you, the past like 20 minutes of this seed, you guys have been holding hands since your first entrance into Turtle Rock.
Oh
Wow.
my god, wow.
So when I got that flute in Turtle Rock, I was like, I should leave right now.
Right?
Because I know. And then I got through it and I got to Quake and I'm like, okay, this is fine because Mire's going to be Quake and Ice Rod's definitely going to be in Mire. And then it wasn't. So that sucked,
Yeah, dude, I had literally word for word the same thought. I got flute and I was like, I should be leaving right this second. I should leave. And then I just kept going. I found Quake. I was like, that's okay because it's totally in Mire. But I'm going to check everything on Overworld just in case. And then it wasn't Mire. Oh my gosh.
I waited so long to do Ice Palace and I was so upset. And then there was nothing in Ice Palace.
My, God, what was my order? I did...
My last
Swamp-
was...
Oh, go for it.
Oh, sorry. My last was Kane in Thieves Town. I went back and did the last chest there at the very, very end.
Let's see. I did Swamp Palace and got mitts from there. And then I did like a loop of Fat Fairy to Mushroom to Catfish to Ice Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Something
did
like
all
that.
the same things. I had a lot of really bad routing. Like after I got Book, instead of going immediately to Bombo's tablet, I just save and quit and went and turned in Bottle and checked Pedestal.
Okay. Yeah, what I did was I
Things
actually
like that.
got Hammer right away and then went into Desert from there and found it was boots locked. And found the Mushroom, which was then bothering me for the rest of the run.
I did get boots pretty early.
Did you go after Aga, did you go right to Pod from there?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't. I didn't even check Death Mountain. I went right
Ooh.
for Aga even after getting hookshot from Eastern. I was just like, nope.
Yeah, so
This has gone on long enough. I need to just go to Dark World.
Yeah, I had a sword upgrade on you then. Or 2 sword
Yeah.
upgrades on you for a while.
Yeah, when I found Butter in one room, like went from Master Sword to Butter, I was like, well, there we go. Because I had already done like Mothula and all of Skull Woods and everything at that point with Master Sword. And I was like, well, great. There goes a bunch of time because I didn't have Tempered for that dungeon. But-
Yeah. Whew. There are a lot of things that could have done better that seed.
Definitely, but there
But
are
I
a lot
found
of
on Ganon anyway, so I don't feel that bad about it.
there are a lot of things that seed could have done better, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest. Oh man, I'm actually really excited to watch this back then. If we were matched that closely for that long.
Well, and you guys had some interesting routing divergences throughout it all. Like, Cransoon, you went, and I don't know what prompted you to do this, but it turned out to be awesome. You made the play on Aga, like, as soon as you got done with Eastern. zer0rush ended up, he got the hook shot, went right up to Death Mountain and did that. So Zero had the sword upgrades a lot sooner, but other than that, there wasn't really anything, and he had to go back and do Aga anyway.
Yeah, and that was kind of my thought process, was like, because Light World was such a nightmare and there was just nothing anywhere. Like what? I think I hit like 20 minutes and I had still like bombs and mirror, and that was it. And I was like, I just felt like I didn't have anything, and I felt I could have had a sword upgrade from the moment I like went into Eastern, but I decided not to do the dark rooms my first trip there. And so I decided, you know what, I just need to make a gamble and just try and save on some lost time, because I'm guaranteed Dark World access if I go through Aga right now. I'm not guaranteed Dark World access if I go up to Death Mountain again. So I just decided to take the gamble, and it worked, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, such a close race between you two. The gambles paid off for both of you at different points in time. It was, my God. I mean, I am speechless after the whole thing. So, GG to both of you. I want to ask you about kind of how the group is playing out for both of you. So, Zero, you're now done with groups. You're at 2-2.
Yep. Well, it sucks. I would have liked to have 3 wins, but especially now that there's 3 people with 2 wins who have more matches to play. I think actually my only hope here is that 2 other people go 2-2. Like between Cransoon, Wolfie, and Mike, 2 of those have to go 2-2 as well, and then I can play the racing.
Well, here's the interesting thing, because tomorrow, Cransoon, you and Wolfie have a match where you both have 2 wins, and the winner of that one will get one of the play-in spots. I mean, you're going to have 3 wins, and what do you do? The other one, if you end up beating Wolfie, then he's going to be at 2, and then it's just, what ends up shaking out with Mike the V.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I've been... God... I have like barely been keeping up with like even our group and what's been going on inside of it, because life's been crazy, but I didn't even stop to think like, oh yeah, what happens after groups? I just kind of assumed that this would be the last stop for me, so I don't even know what's going on.
You're still in it. In fact, at 2-0 in group, like I said, and this is it, if you win tomorrow, and Wolfie's in chat right now, so he's been watching you and getting intel. If you win tomorrow, that puts you at 3-0, and that guarantees you a spot in the final 16.
Whew. That's crazy.
Now, no matter what happens, whoever loses is going to still only have 2 wins and be tied there with zer0rush. So depending on how things fall with Mike, we still could be looking at a tiebreaker to get into the final tournament.
Oh man, tiebreakers in groups are crazy. Like I think it was Group H, I think it was, the one with Christos and Tej and Kyle. They've got a 3-way tiebreaker, and that's insane.
Yeah, and that one, I mean, 3-way tiebreaker, and the top 2 go, so whoever's in last place in that one goes. I mean, just the overall quality of play, I think, and anyone who was in the spring tournament can attest to this. I think the quality of play has risen just exponentially between that spring tournament and this fall tournament. But that's, I think, all from us. Do either of you guys have any final thoughts about this seed or anything else in the tournament?
Yeah, this seed should get the old Yeller treatment. That's my final thought.
Have you deleted it from your hard drive yet?
I have not, no, but I might need to reformat.
I was about to say, I think I need to go take a shower after that seed. That's about it.
I don't blame you. I think I might, get a whole new hard drive and just, burn that one forever. It was probably the trolliest seed. For it not being a pedestal seed, it was about as trolly as you can get. I mean, you guys were doing bomb strats through the first 20 minutes.
God, that opening thing, it was insane. it just like it gave me nothing. There was not a single progression item in Kakariko at all. I think that's the first time I've seen that.
It's like 40 bombs though.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, we mentioned that. You go watch the restream. It's amazing.
Yes.
Speaking of which, that +5 bomb capacity upgrade, MVP of the seed. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I actually died in the tile room by accident and had 1 bomb left and had to grab one from upstairs.
Oh man.
To get back.
I went into Hera with like, I think 3 bombs or 4 bombs or something. Like I had to fall in the beetle room in order to kill all the beetles because I only had like 1 bomb left or something. And so I just used the pots, fell down and used the pots again.
All right. Well, thank you again, Cransoon and zer0rush. Again, if you guys have not followed these runners, both of them extremely talented. If I had to guess, at least one of them, maybe both of them, could be on their way to the next round of the tournament. Give them a like and a follow here on Twitch. Also, shout out to Dude, who this is his 3rd race in a row that he's tracked, just doing all the work. And of course, my wonderful co-commentator, Hiei, who muted himself for whatever reason.
I'm just making sure you guys get all the FaceTime. You guys deserve it. That was a fantastic race by both runners. I have nothing to say, but excellent race, guys. Thank you so much for racing for us today.
Yeah, thanks for commentating and thanks for watching.
Yeah, I look forward to watching this back. Thanks for commentating, guys, and thanks for tracking Dude.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. And from those of us here at Speed Gaming and Randomizer, have a good night. The rest of you, we'll see you tomorrow with more Randomizer action.
Later.